Prize for the year 2024. He is a Norwegian Nobel Laureate. Also that Hello students, welcome back to Paathshala classes. This is Shashwat, one of the faculty members of Paathshala classes, and today we are going to discuss the Nobel Peace Prize winners of 2024. So let's begin. Who has been conferred with the Nobel Peace Prize of 2024? Mr. Nehan Hidenkyo has won the Nobel Peace Prize for the year 2024. He is a Norwegian Nobel Laureate. Also that the Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award this year the Nobel Peace Prize to Japanese organization Nihan Hidenkyo. This grassroots movement of atomic bomb survivors from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, also known as Hibakusha, is receiving the Peace Prize for its efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons and for demonstrating through witness testimony that nuclear weapons must never be used again. For its efforts to achieve world free of nuclear weapons and for demonstrating through witness testimony that nuclear weapons must never be used again. इसके प्रोज कॉन्स क्या है न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स के? ये हिरोशिमा और नागासाकी से बेहतर कोई नहीं जान सकता है. जितना लॉस हुआ था ये वर्ल्ड वॉर के टाइम पे इन सब जगहों पे, इन सिटीज में, जापानीज सिटीज में, वो आज तक वो महसूस कर सकती है जनरेशन, जहां पर आज भी बच्चे ढंग के पैदा नहीं होते हैं और आज भी लोग वहां पर बच्चे अडॉप्ट करते हैं. वो न्यूक्लियर वेपन का अभी तक इतना ज्यादा लॉन्ग टर्म इम्पैक्ट पड़ा है वहां के लोगों में कि आज तक की जनरेशन भी सही नहीं हो पाई है. और इसीलिए to set a landmark example for the Peace Prize, this particular person is being conferred with a Nobel Peace Prize. Now, who is Hibakusha? Hibakusha, the survivor of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, has shared his personal story to educate the world about the horror of nuclear weapons. This is a collective story of the survivors of the atom bomb. Also that they advocate for disarmament and emphasize that such weapons must never ever be used again, and for its efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons and for demonstrating through witness testimony, as already said. The Hibakusha is the survivor of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, as already stated in the above mentioned slide. This is a global movement. How it is a global movement? After the bombings in the year 1945, a global movement had emerged, raising awareness about the humanitarian devastation caused by nuclear weapons. Also that this effort has contributed to the establishment of nuclear taboo, the moral stigma against using of such weapons, and lastly the Hibakusha played a crucial role in consolidating this taboo through their witness accounts. There are various witness accounts which suggest such kinds of experiences of the atomic bomb survivors. The historical significance of Ornian Hidankyo. The atomic bombs were dropped by the US on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which had killed around 1,20,000 people instantly, with many more dying from burns and radiation in the months that followed. Also, that Nihon emerged from these events and became Japan's most influential organization for hibakushas. It has been formed in the year 1956, and since then, Nihon has become the largest and most influential hibakusha organization in Japan. It has played a vital role in raising awareness through witness testimonies, as already said, organizing educational campaigns, and actively participating in international forums such as the UN. No use of nuclear weapons in 80 years. There has been no use of nuclear weapons after that particular incident, and now that it has been around 80 years since there has been no use of nuclear weapons. Also, that the Nobel Committee recognized that no nuclear weapon has been used in conflict for nearly 80 years now, and that due in part to Nihon and his contributions regarding the same. He has worked on that particular thing, that there should not be any use of nuclear weapons because of his devastating effects. However, the nuclear taboo is under pressure today, and as countries modernize their arsenals and new threats emerge, they are taking up the culture of nuclear weapons again, and they are relying on the nuclear weapons now. The impact of Hibakusha testimony. The stories shared by the survivors have created a widespread opposition to nuclear weapons, hence encouraging others to think critically about the catastrophic effects of these weapons which can have on humanity and civilization, human civilization as a whole. And as time progresses, new generations in Japan are continuing Hibakusha's mission in order to educate and the world about nuclear disarmament and promoting peace. This culture of remembrance helps to maintain the nuclear taboo, ensuring that the lessons of Hiroshima and Nagasaki are never ever forgotten. The future of disarmament. Mr. Nihon's work ensures that the nuclear taboo is carried forward by future generations as a precondition for a peaceful and stable future for humanity and human existence. Their participation in international forums, इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंसेज अटेंड करने में, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे मीटअप्स जितने भी हो रहे हैं वहां भी अटेंड करके एक पीस प्रमोट करना न्यूक्लियर वेपन के यूज को कम कर सकता है. Such as UN reinforces the urgency of global nuclear disarmament. Now, what is this Hibakusha that we are discussing from since the beginning of the slide? Hibakusha is a Japanese word which means survivor of the bomb or person affected by exposure to radioactivity. It is a Japanese originated word which means survivor of the bomb, as in the people who have survived the attack of atom bomb and now that they are alive. It has been originally and generally designated to the people affected by the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the USA at the end of Second World War. The actions for the prevention and total ban on nuclear weapons has been the motto since then. Telling stories of the Hibakusha to make known to the people their experiences, actual damage and after effects of the atom bombing both within and outside Japan. The actions also for the enactment of a Hibakusha aid law in order to provide state compensation. ध्यान दीजिएगा यहाँ पर स्टेट कॉम्पेंसेशन की बात की जा रही है for the Hibakusha themselves and bereaved families themselves plus bereaved families, as well as an assurance that there should never ever be another Hibakusha. These actions include signature drive. उसके लिए क्या क्या किया जा रहा है? Signature drive, marches, sit-ins, and many other forms, providing counseling and other assistance to the Hibakusha in their difficulties in health and living. ये सब measures लिए जा रहे हैं ताकि अब न्यूक्लियर वेपन कम किया जाए because of the its devastating impact. The details on peace prize. Peace prize क्यों दिया जाता है, किसके नाम पे दिया जाता है, कब शुरुआत हुई थी, बस 2-3 पॉइंटर्स में यू कैन जस्ट सी कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके जीके वाले पार्ट के लिए. सो प्लीज टेक अ नोट ऑफ द 3 पॉइंटर्स. द वेरी फर्स्ट, मिस्टर एल्फ्रेड नोबेल के नाम पर ये पीस प्राइज दिया जाता है. इट इज अ बिग इंटरेस्ट इन सोशल इश्यूज. क्यों दिया जाता है, क्या फील होना चाहिए सोशल इश्यूज, एंड वाज एंगेज्ड इन द पीस मूवमेंट. His acquaintance with Bertha von Suttner, who was a driving force in the international peace movement in Europe and later on awarded the Peace Prize, influenced his views on peace. Also, that peace was the fifth and final prize area that Nobel mentioned in his will. उन्होंने अपने विल में भी मेंशन किया था ये बात कि नोबेल प्राइज मिलना चाहिए उनके डेथ के बाद भी. Also, that the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded by a committee elected by the Norwegian Parliament, storing it. याद रखिएगा, जीके के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये, इससे क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. मैं इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें अंडरलाइन कर दे रहा हूं, आप बस इस पे फोकस करिएगा. ये जितने हाईलाइटेड चीजें हैं, प्लीज टेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस फैक्ट्स. ओके, so that's all for today. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel of Paathshala classes for regular updates. You can also subscribe to the Telegram channel for expedient doubt redressal and for getting free study materials for the preparation of CLAT and AILET 2024. Thank you so much for connecting.